Hello and welcome to another episode of Diaspora Network, where we celebrate Nigerians making significant strides around the world. I'm Juliana Olayinka. On today's programme, we take a look at the outstanding contributions of Nigerian scholars with profound impact across diverse institutions in the diaspora. Our guest is Professor Prof Bakri, a professor of global accounting and accountability at Prince Sultan University in Saudi Arabia. But first, let's get up to speed on the latest news from the diaspora.
In a recent interview with Elle magazine, British-Nigerian actress, singer and songwriter Cynthia Erivo recently opened up about her journey leading to a highly anticipated role in the revival of the cult classic musical Wicked, which she stars in alongside Ariana Grande.
You're great. I am.
Together we're unlimited.
She had her secrets.
Cynthia was born to Nigerian immigrant parents in Stockwell, South London, and began acting in 2011 with a distinct passion for theatre. In 2015, she gained recognition for starring as Celie Harris in the Broadway revival of The Color Purple, a role which won her the 2016 Tony Award for Best Actress in a Musical, as well as the Grammy Award for the Best Musical Theatre Album. She says that as Black women, you are immediately labeled as other. Therefore, it was a wonderful experience to be able to step into her role, as it provided a stage for her to convey difficult themes. The 37-year-old makes history as being one of only 11 Black actresses to be nominated for the Best Actress Academy Award. While speaking to Elle magazine, Cynthia also credits women like Michelle Yeoh, Cicely Tyson, Barbra Streisand, and Viola Davis for inspiring her, admiring their daring choices and resilience, adding that these women have encouraged her to keep playing, keep trying, and keep doing different things. This month, President Joe Biden presented the prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award to Dr. Nnameka Omera, a Nigerian-born American professor of medicine. The honor recognizes Omera's extraordinary contribution of over 5,400 hours of volunteer service dedicated to public good and nation building in the United States. In his commendation, President Biden praised Omera's commitment to finding solutions to pressing challenges and strengthening the American story through resilience and optimism. Dr. Omera, originally from Anambra State in Nigeria, is the president and executive director of Public Policy Research and Advocacy Council, a U.S.-based think tank. His philanthropic efforts include establishing large-scale orphanages, renovating schools, and improving access to clean water in Nigeria. Many, including diaspora groups, have hailed the recognition as well-deserved, urging Nigeria to acknowledge such global achievements. Nigerian-American security expert Dr. Sylvester Okere has been selected to attend the 19th Security Leadership Summit hosted by the Central Association of Private Security Industry in India this month, where he will discuss critical issues around securing people and national assets. A certified institutional protection manager, Dr. Okere's career spans a variety of sectors from government to private security, where he's held leadership roles, impacting both African and international strategies. His work has earned him recognition from various organizations, including the World Association of Detectives. A strong advocate for public-private partnerships in security, Dr. Okere is committed to advancing industry standards. His involvement in CAPC Summit aligns with the growing importance of Nigeria-India ties in global security. Fashion brand Seventh, founded by Buki Ojo and Emmanuel Duru, has recently become a permanent fixture at the Liberty Department Store in London. The brand made its mark at the end of 2019. Buki, who had spent several years curating vintage sportswear while completing a master's at the London College of Fashion, co-founded the brand with Emmanuel, who brought his creative direction expertise from running a curation page on Instagram. The initial designs, like the V1 hoodie, stemmed from vintage styles reimagined in a minimalist modern context. The name Seventh references the biblical context of rest, aligning with the brand's goal to create clothing that's easy and comfortable to wear. Seventh continues to expand, with recent collaborations including a project with Sean Brown, and the brand is considering several pop-up stores in the UK and the US. That's your Diaspora Network News Wrap from London.
As I'm sure you'll agree with me, there is a successful Nigerian scholar in almost every continent of the world, and they are dedicated to educational excellence. In our special report this week, we take a look at some Nigerians who are flying the country's flag in this area.
Nigerians are said to be one of the most curious, persistent, passionate, and hopeful people. Little wonder why they're in many countries with the largest diaspora community in the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, and Italy. These countries offer diverse opportunities for employment, education, and cultural experiences, and Nigerians continue to excel and inspire many others in different ways. Nigerians prioritize education in high regard, which has proven to be an equalizer and the bedrock of society. In the US, Nigerians are considered one of the highest educated and most successful minorities. Many scholars and educators have received accolades for their stellar performances and remarkable achievements in various aspects of academic and non-academic endeavors. With a profound impact on students and the broader academic community, they're equipping many with knowledge and skill in addition to their contribution to economic and cultural diversity. One of such trailblazers is Abba Gumel, a professor in the Department of Mathematics and Director of Institute of Industrial Mathematical Sciences of University of Manitoba. He received his bachelor and doctorate degrees from Bayero University, Kano, and Brunel University, London. Professor Gumel partners with mathematical and medical scientists from around the world and has received numerous awards and honors. Another notable figure is Ekwere Peters, a petroleum engineering professor emeritus at the University of Texas. He's one of the only 6 professors of petroleum and geosystems engineering in the 85-year history of the institution. Professor Peters retired in 2011 after 30 years of conducting innovative research and excellent teaching at university, leaving his mark on generations of engineers. Professor Detunji Hasrap is a global ambassador of management and leadership development for the Mogul AI New York. He's the president and CEO of Global Education Network. The organization bagged a triple appointment as a member of Harvard Business Review Council USA, Commonwealth Education Council UK, and Leadership Council USA. These and many more Nigerian educators have distinguished themselves through their dedication to educational excellence and profound influence in the academic and personal development of students globally.
Now let's turn our focus to our guest, Professor Owolabi Bakri, an expert in global accounting and accountability.
Professor Owolabi Bakri was born in Zaria, Kaduna State, northwest Nigeria. He attended primary school at the Ikija Muslim School in Ijebu East local government area of Ogun State and completed his secondary education at Pobuna Secondary Grammar School in Ekpe, Lagos State. His passion to further his education against all odds not only propelled him, but earned him an opportunity to study in India in 1979. He obtained a degree in accounting at Nagpur University and a Masters of Commerce in Accounting at the University of Rajasthan, Jaipur.
Actually, my motivation for school came from some other children living with us in the house. Whenever they were discussing outside, if I happened to make any contribution, they asked me to shut up and say, "You are a carpenter, what do you know? We are talking, you are talking." Those boys were attending Yaba, Premier College, Laska, Lagos State Baptist Academy that time. So whenever they were going to school, I was also going to learn carpentry. So I said, God, what can I, well, from there, the motivation came. Then I told my mother that I wasn't doing the carpentry again. So I was able to finish. When I finished again, I had Division 3. Because of English and mathematics, that time, very, very tough. I had Division 3. So I had to now, my uncle helped me into Nigerian Port Authority. I started working, that was 1975, 76. So when I was at Nigerian Port Authority, the thing still clicked. You know, when God says, this is your destiny, until you get there, you would not reverse at all. Then I started reading for GC O level on my own. I did it in 1977. Again, I got 8 in English, 8 in mathematics. Then I did it in 78. As I was reading 78, I was preparing to leave the country. I already got admission somewhere in India. So in 78, as I was just preparing to go, I was to go to India. I went to check my results. I got all the papers. Excellent. English C4, biology 3, economics 1. People were saying, wow, this man must have seen the exam, GC, you can see it. So I got it. I was now thinking, should I remain or go to India? Because going to India was that I was unable to get admission in Nigeria. So to remain now, so some people were saying, why don't you try admission here now? So yeah, I now started admission. And you know our country that time. People who cannot get anything will enter university. If you don't know anybody, I was the son of nobody. I told you my father died when I was 10 months old. My mother could not write her name. She can't even hold a pen. So I started surviving like that. When I tried University of Ibadan, University of Lagos, the worst aspect was I now said, let me go to Ahmadu Bello University. I was born in Zaria. I got to Ahmadu Bello University. Ifa Ogun State government gave me scholarship to do a Greek diploma in Agric at Ahmadu Bello University. I got there. The head of department of the Agric, College of Agric there said, your mother Hausa? I said no. Your father Hausa? I said no. He said you can't get admission here. I said Allahu Akbar. I said, but I was born in Zaria. He said nobody. No, nothing. If I can just explain that I had connection with it, then I will get admission. I said, I can't lie like that. I don't know who I should contact. So from there, I went back to Lagos after the whole thing. Then I prepared myself, went to India, August 18, 1979.
He returned to Nigeria in 1984 to participate in the National Youth Service Corps. Afterwards, he worked briefly as audit trainee, and in 1987, his outstanding record earned him a place as one of the pioneer members of the federal government's technical and core programs, in which the Nigerian government provided some African, Caribbean, and Pacific countries with manpower, mainly doctors, engineers, and accountants. The following year, he was posted to teach in Jamaica at the University of Technology, Kingston. In 1990, the University of the West Indies, Mona campus in Jamaica, offered him a full-time appointment as lecturer in accounting, and while working there, he furthered his studies at the University of Essex, Colchester, United Kingdom, where he earned a PhD in accounting and finance. In 2002, he got an offer as Associate Professor of Business at Lane College, Jackson, Tennessee, United States of America. After teaching there for 3 years, he returned to his job in Jamaica, and in 2006, he got an offer as lecturer at the University of Essex, United Kingdom. In 2009, he became senior lecturer at Brunel University, West London. In 2011, he joined one of the UK's leading research university, Queen Mary University of London, where in addition to teaching and research, he became director of the Centre for African Research. In this role, he organized many international conferences that hosted eminent African scholars and senior public officials. In 2019, he was promoted to a reader in global accounting and accountability at Queen Mary University of London, and in the same year, he was appointed Professor of Global Accounting and Accountability at the Department of Accounting, College of Business, Prince Sultan University, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, where he currently works as Director of Research.
I only had the promotion for only 1 month. So Prince Sultan University in Saudi Arabia, they were begging me for more than 3 times the salary. So I said, who am I not to go? It's money I'm looking for. And here, they were telling me, you will not pay rent, you will not pay this and that. I told my wife, I said, if you have something to do in England, stay here. So my daughters, I have 2 daughters. Both of them already read masters, one masters in finance, corporate finance, the other one masters in accounting and finance. They are all in corporate London. I told them, girls, you are now up to your life. I have a big house here. I give the house to you. Let me check out again. I am a shepherd. So I left. I came here in September 5, 2019. I joined the Prince Sultan University. My coming here was to spend 1 year, my sister. Believe me, 1 year. 1 year is now becoming, this is the 6th year. So I've been here since then and enjoy every time I go to Nigeria, University of Lagos, because I am a researcher.
Professor Bakri has published his research findings in highly reputable accounting journals and examined many PhD candidates in various universities in the United Kingdom. He's an associate member of the Certified Public Accountants of Australia and a consultant to the Commonwealth Scholarship and the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Jamaica.
When we return, he shares more of his experience about life in the diaspora. Please stay with us.
The life in diaspora is a mixed life. You follow? I must confess to you, as some people are getting it good, majority don't get it good. You follow? And I will still continue to appeal to whoever is in power in Nigeria, that power, everything belongs to Almighty Allah. Let them think of tomorrow. If not of Chief Obafemi Awolowo of blessed memory, people like me, you will not meet me today. How will you meet me? I would have even been dead because I had no help, no connection in Nigeria so far. So all the people abroad now, in England, they call me father of Nigerians or Africans at the University of London. Wherever I go, I do not joke with Nigerians. I am not doing this to become minister. In fact, I used to say it in England that Almighty Allah would not allow me to become anything minister or something in Nigeria. No, you don't need to become minister or become commissioner to be able to do good things for your own country. We have the resources. We have manpower and material resources. The only problem is that country is blessed with leaders who do not have vision. That's our problem. Look at Obafemi Awolowo. He used rubber, cocoa, to set up the Western region. And some leaders today in Nigeria who are still alive, they will tell you Awolowo was nobody. That is not acceptable to those of us who are product or byproduct of Chief Obafemi Awolowo. If not him, it was his free primary education 1956 that brought me to this level. Look at me today. Look at me today. If I retire today, see, I have Jamaican passport, I have British passport, and I have Nigerian passport. Tell me, if I go to Jamaica today, they will carry me like a diplomat. Because most of them are big people there. I taught them. I was there for 20 years. Talk of it. 4 of the ministers in Jamaica today, Minister of Health, Education, which one again, this guy, I taught them. You see what I'm saying? And look at my own country. If I go to Nigeria today, I say, in fact, there was a time I said I wanted to come and do some 6 months at University of Lagos. The professors here started playing game. They didn't want me to come. I said, I'm not coming to share your job. But I'm not even going to stay there. How much will you pay me? I'm not going to stay there. So what I'm saying is, how can we help? I still have some in their research. When they contact me, they say, oh, what do we do here? And I say, do this, do that, do that. Yes, that is still the part I can be able to help. So I only appeal to the leadership. Let them know that, look at this country where we are today. Look at this country. Apart from oil, what resources have they got? Look at how they are able to, look at the house. The free house, water, everything. Look at what they place me, where they place me here. The diplomatic quarters here, if you don't come from England, US, or developed countries, you will not be here. They will put, even if you have more than PhD, they will put you outside. See, I don't want to dabble into Nigerian politics. That is their business. Let them do it. But my problems, whatever they are doing, whether directly or indirectly, is impacting negatively on the people. Because when you see our people in England, you will pity them. Some of them will come in the morning, knock my door, Professor, you are in Nigeria? I say, I'm in Nigeria. I said, how many people can you help? Because don't think because they jackpot or whatever they call it, it's not easy on the other side of the Atlantic. It's very, very, very difficult. It's just dignity in labor. As I'm studying, I will say because I'm a professor, I don't look down on anybody. If you go to the university today, my university here, my name is a model. If you just say Bakri, they will be bringing you to my office. Because even the messengers, the cleaners, every one of them, even if I'm eating, I say, come here, take your own. They look at me and say, what type of African man? And that's what life is supposed to be. Not for you to be claiming that I am a big man. No big manism. I rose from nowhere. This syndrome of quick wealth is a problem to us. It's a human problem, but it's particularly problematic for Nigerians. Everybody, you remember sometimes Buhari said Nigerian youth are lazy. I said, no. It's not that they are lazy. You, the leaders, you push them into laziness. You follow? So I always advise the people abroad already. You follow? There are many, many ways you can develop your life without ending up with crime. You follow what I'm saying now? See, look at me here. When I got to Jamaica, it was my savings. I used to go and do a PhD in England. I didn't say I want to take a shortcut. Nigerians want to take shortcuts. Some of them, you see them in Saudi Arabia here. Oh, I came to play football. They don't play football. I said, you came to play football? Then go and meet your club. So my advice to them is, the road will be rough, to quote the word of our father, Taye Sholari. When he gave a convocation somewhere, he said, may the road be rough. It's not going to be easy. If for those of us who are well read, we still have difficulties. So once you are here or abroad, the only thing is what you do is, how do I improve my current level? It's not going to be easy, but it's doable. If they listen to me now, on your television, I'm saying this. They say, oh, because he's a professor. Because he has money. That is why he now thinks, no, I started from somewhere. I was in India 5 years as a pauper. In fact, one time I went back to Nigeria to go and collect my school fees. I could not eat for 2 days in India when I was doing my undergraduate. So once you put in the effort, and ever help those who help themselves. Don't say because you japa, because the syndrome or the popular something in Nigeria is that once you get to England, you become a millionaire. Where is the money coming from? It's more difficult for you to get money in England than getting in Nigeria. There is what's called mobility of labor. Okay? The only thing government can do is to create the environment for them not to live. How can you tell a medical doctor earning 500,000 naira? 500,000 naira for not to leave the country. How can you tell me not to leave? If you don't want me, look, if you have children, you want them to live in your house, you must give them the environment for them to survive. If they cannot survive in your house, they will leave. You cannot stop people from moving. Look at India. In the 70s, Indians were migrating abroad en masse, in millions. What did the then Prime Minister of blessed memory, Mrs. Indira Gandhi? Indira Gandhi said, I am not going to say you should not move, but please bring back the proceeds to develop your country. And that's exactly, you know what the government did? The government of India now built some houses. They call it Diaspora houses. If you are in India, you cannot buy that house. If you happen to buy it, you will go to jail. It's only meant for people outside to buy it. And you buy it only in foreign currency. So if you are in India, where will you get anything more than rupees? You follow? So with that encouragement, people were coming back to develop India, to do everything. Is it Tinubu should think twice? Whoever is advising him not to push him is trying his best now, except for the people who don't want to see Nigeria progress, and Almighty Allah will conquer all of them. Let it be that allow people to move, create the environment for people not to live in the first place. If you do them very well, look at here now. I said I came for 1 year. I didn't leave. It's because the environment is good. Otherwise, I would have left. To be honest with you, I've been thinking of this long time, is to contribute my quota to the development of education. Education is key. Education is everything. Remember in 1956, when the Balewa and the Sikh were telling Awolowo, where will you get money to establish or to put in place your free primary education? Awolowo said all the products of free education of Awolowo, all of them they are rogues, they are robbers. Awolowo said, I will educate my people and let them find their way. I am one of the people today. So whoever can develop education, education is what made India what it is today. Education, education, education. If they say, what are the 3 things I will say about the development of Nigeria? I say, number 1, education. Number 2, higher education. Number 3, the highest education. You follow what I'm saying? Once you have education, look at me. I told you my history. If not education today, I will be nobody. There is hardly a university in the world where they are doing accounting and finance. They are doing research. You will not see my name there. I don't need to be president of Nigeria. You follow what I'm saying? So once you have education, everything will come into place. Look at all our children roaming about in the north. I was watching the Almonjuris in Kano when the governor, what's his name, is saying he's marrying people. I say, you are marrying people. Those children they bear, you can't even take care of them. You marry people again. So education is the key. Starting from the north, because that is where education is seriously lacking. Any government, anybody who wants to reconstruct, because the case of Nigeria is reconstruction, must start from education.
And that wraps up another inspiring episode of Diaspora Network. Remember, you can find more amazing stories of Nigerians making their mark on the global stage on our YouTube channel and website, channelstv.com. Until next time, I'm Juliana Olayinka. Bye for now.